and we've got to learn that.
Coach, take me inside the huddle in that last possession. Indiana only needed a 2, and, of course, Lonzo slid over on Turner. But what did you think that they were going to do on that last play?
Well, it was just straight high pick and roll. It wasn't anything, there was nothing creative. They start TJ in the backcourt. They throw him the ball. And, he's coming on high pick and roll, so we knew what was coming. Steven stopped the ball, and they threw the ball back to Turner. Steven had a good close, not to give him the open shot. He'd hit the one before. He drove the ball, and Lonzo was right there. Great defensive play. Lonzo had a couple really, really good helps tonight defensively. So really proud of his defense.
Well, he's really turned it up offensively as well, Coach. The last 7 games, he's hitting 45% from 3, and he knocked down some huge shots tonight. Just his growth, not only what we saw defensively, but now his confidence offensively. What are you seeing?
Well, he is shooting the ball well. I mean, there's no question about that. But he's a good shooter. He shot it well last year. He got off to an awful start this year, and now he's got it going. So I don't think he has changed a great deal there.
Stan, I mean, that last defensive play from Lonzo for him to sprint to the spot, go straight up against a 7-footer contested. I mean, how impressive was that to see from your point guard making that type of defense?
Outstanding. I mean, that's the kind of plays you have to make to win. Great defensive play by him. Like I said, he had a couple of those tonight and was fantastic.
Is that just what did you think about BI's performance as well offensively, especially through the first 3 quarters, the way he was able to kind of pick his spots offensively?
Yeah, he did a great job, and then in the fourth. Again, and I got to look at what I'm doing or whatever. We just turn into isolation basketball. That's not how we got to where we were. And then down the stretch, even when we got stops, we didn't want to run. We wanted to walk it up and isolate the ball. That's just not going to be good enough for us. And why we continue to want to do that, I'm not really sure. And I think it actually, even though he's got the ball in his hands, we're not allowing him to really play to his strengths.
And kind of, building off of that, can you walk us through your decision-making, just how you're rotating the guards there in the fourth quarter, knowing the offense is kind of slowing down, how you're trying to figure that out with your guards in the back?
Well, we just went back to our starters. JJ was actually playing really, really well, but had been out there quite a while in the one stretch, so we got him out and put Bled back in. Lonzo, we went to a little earlier than usual, which may be why we weren't running. We probably should have given him a couple more minutes rest, but Nikhil was really, really struggling tonight, and so had to get Zoe back in the game.
Hey, Stan, Scott Kushner, Null.com. When Lonzo passes up an open shot like he did on the wing, and then he comes back and makes a couple more, do you say anything kind of in between that? It looks that was a shot that you think he would normally take, and he passes it up, and then he goes out and ends up, having such a great game. What's kind of the communication there? Or do you just kind of let him figure that out?
Well, no, I said something to him, but I think he knew. Quite honestly, he knew as soon as he made the play that he should have shot the ball. So I did say something to him, but by the time I said something to him, I think he already knew. I don't think he needed me telling him.
Jason, do you see his confidence growing, changing, anything like that over the last few games, or is he just playing better?
No, I think when you shoot the ball well, yeah, your confidence goes back up. And other than the one, he's shooting the ball when he's open without hesitation. I like it. He's been a little bit more aggressive taking the ball to the basket, which I also like.
Hey, just going back to Will's question real quick, a quick follow-up. Not allowing Brandon to play to his strengths, in what way? I just wasn't sure.
Well, I just think he's best when the ball's moving and finds him and the defense is on the move and he gets chances to attack. I think when we're just going at it and he's isolating and the whole defense is loaded up, he can still get shots off. I just don't think what he can't get is his chance to really drive the ball and, get to the rim and attack that you see on some of the other plays. So we've got to figure that out.
All right. Thanks for your time, Coach. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Dan.
of reach.
So you'll see them there. That's just your camera.
All right, everybody. Looks like we're good to go here with BI. Christian Clark, you can start us off.
Brandon, that last defensive sequence, Lonzo sprints the spot, goes straight up against a 7-footer. You guys get the stop. Just what did you think about the defense there at the end of the game?
Well, that was encouraging for me because I took a shot that I thought I could make, but I brushed it a little bit and I came short on it. So for him to cover me up on that end and being in position like he's always been in our defense and our offense, it was encouraging for me, and I definitely told him about it after the game.
And even looking at the game as a whole, I mean, I think, he held Brogdon to like 2 of 8 shooting in the first half. Just what do you think about the way he was able, I mean, I know he made shots, but the way he was able to impact that game, specifically defensively overall?
That's been him. That's been him this whole season. When he's healthy, when he's out there, he's been getting out there, basically the best player on the floor and making them uncomfortable. And that's something we need from him every single night. That's something he's been bringing every single night. When he's good on the defensive end, when Blair's good on the defensive end, it trickles down to all our players on the team.
Do you think what you've seen from Lonzo since he came back from that knee injury, he's just been a different guy? He's looked different the way he's playing on both sides?
Well, I've got a chance to see him play when he's healthy, and he just looks like himself. He looks like he's confident in his movements, confident in everything that he's doing, and he puts in the work. So for it to come in and be seen during game time is beautiful to see.
Hey, it's Andrew from ESPN. First, what do you think about the NBA trying to have an all-star game this year? Is that something you would be interested in? Do you think they should be trying to do that this year, considering everything?
Well, I mean, the head of the NBA has done a really, really good job of keeping us safe and following the protocols and following everything that we need to do to stay healthy and safe. So for them to have an all-star in Atlanta, I'm thinking it'll be the same thing. The commissioner will make sure everything is safe, everything is just ran accordingly to the way that we should just be healthy every single day. So I mean, I trust in the NBA, I trust in the commissioner on everything that he's doing. And if he feels safe, and if he feels safe with it, then I feel safe with it also.
I got you. Thank you. One more. Obviously, you guys had like a 10-minute delay to start the second half, thanks to Zion bending a rim again. What's going through your mind when you see him do these feats of strength, like bending rims in an NBA game or something like that?
I think it's something that we take advantage of every day. And when we see it, it still amazes us. But I think like he brings something to our team that no one else can. And when he's aggressive and when he's going to the rim like that, I think he brings another dimension to our team and helps us take over the momentum. We feel strong, we feel tougher in a sense, and he does really, really big things for us.
And just to stay on that real quick, I mean, like there are a couple of times when he was the guy bringing the ball up the floor. Seems like he's really beating people up the dribble lately. I mean, just how crazy is it to see a guy like that size, be so fluid off the dribble?
Well, it's something that doesn't happen. Doesn't happen a lot. It's a generational talent. For him to be his size and come up with his dribble skills and his ability to pass the basketball and get into the lane, it's very different. And he just brings it every night. He brings it every night. He has this confidence and swagger to him every single night. And I mean, it's big for our team. I'm happy to be his teammate and play with him instead of being on the other side trying to defend him.
Yeah, and just how were you feeling on the offensive end tonight? It seemed like you were able to kind of pick your spots and kind of get yourself going and get your teammates going whenever you felt like it. Just what were you kind of seeing out there?
Just playing the game. Just playing the game how it should be played. Whenever guys step up, just trying to find an open guy. Whenever I feel like I can get to my spot and I have a mismatch or whatever the defense gives me, just going to take it and just playing the game, not forcing anything, and that just helped me out tonight. Whenever I feel like I'm out of rhythm, just resetting and just trying to be the best I can be in every moment.
All right, appreciate it, B.I. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Looks like we're good to go to Zoe. Will Guillory, you can kick us off.
What's up, Zoe? This is Will from the Athletic. Can you just walk us through that final defensive possession, kind of what you saw and how you reacted?
Well, I mean, Miles just hit the pop three, so they had the same formation as the time he made that. So I figured he was going back to it. Steven tried to cover for me a little bit, and he got back on Steven to take away the three, and he got a step on him, and I was just trying to come help side and just contest it the best way I could. And he ended up missing the shot, and Jay Hart, got the rebound for us, and ultimately led to a win.
And we know how much you love defense. Whenever things are going wrong, you always bring up defense first. What does it mean to kind of make a defensive play to win the game at the end?
I wish the game never got to that point, honestly, but it did, and I'm just glad that we digged in and got the last stop that we needed, to seal the win.
Hey, Lonzo Scott from NOLA.com. You had an open three on the wing that you kind of passed up. You could tell that you wanted to shoot that in retrospect. To be able to come out and knock down two more after it, what does that mean for you gaining confidence and knowing you can close out games like this?
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, staying confident. I know that I definitely shouldn't have passed up that three. It was, a wide open shot that I should have took. And, I told myself I wasn't going to pass up no more shots and just shot every last one after that with confidence.
Is that part of kind of, growing with this and becoming a, I guess, better team, whatever it might be, is just knowing that when those shots come to you, that they're instinctual just to go ahead and take them?
For sure. My role in this team, I definitely, got to shoot the shots that I get and, not pass them up. So, like I said, I corrected it towards the end of the game.
Hey, it's Andrew from ESPN. I guess going back to the growth part of it, what does it say about this team that you guys were able to withstand that punch from the Pacers in the fourth quarter? I know you obviously wouldn't have liked to see it come to that, but a few weeks ago maybe that's an area where this team was struggling, where you guys would get up and then the other team would come back. What does it say that you guys were able to start finishing these games now?
Yeah, I mean, any win is hard to get in the league. So, to come in here as a unit and leave with a victory, means a lot. Really just got to keep the ball going. Try to get on a nice streak here and keep playing hard and for one another and try to get as many wins as we can before the break.
Hey, Lonzo, Christian Clark here. I know they got hot in the fourth quarter, but I mean, up to that point, it seemed like a really strong defensive performance. Do you feel like things have started to click for you guys these last 2-3 games on that end? And if so, what is working?
I think we just trust each other a lot more. Watching the film, you can see, prior to games of this, our closeouts have been, pretty short, not as hard as they've been recently, just because I feel like guys are scared to get beat. But now that we know, someone's behind us, even if we do get beat. So just having that trust with one another, I think is definitely boosting the defense.
Man, what's it been like for you last year? What's it been like for you this year? Last year you had a guy like Drew next to you who took on a lot of those main defensive assignments, and this year they're asking you to do that a little bit more. Is it safe to say you're kind of enjoying that added responsibility guarding some of these bigger guys, on most nights?
Yeah, I think defensively, I can pretty much guard, 1 through 3. So whatever they ask me, for that assignment of that night, I try to step up to the challenge and just do whatever I can to make the game hard, for the person I'm guarding. But Blood's a great defender as well. So he's taking the challenge of guarding most of the point guards, and us two are trying to lead the defensive attack on that end.
Hey, just real quick, you were delayed there 10 minutes to start the second half because of Zion bending a rim. What's your reaction when you come out and you see a delay because of something he's doing because of his strength like that?
I mean, once the refs told us, what the delay was, I don't think anybody was surprised. I mean, it's Zion at the end of the day. He can break a rim at any time. So, it was unfortunate that we got, a little cold, sitting there waiting for him to fix it. But I think that's, typically what happened to a lot of rims if Z attacks it the way he did.
All right, appreciate it, Lonzo. Thanks for your time.
Okay. All right, we're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, everybody, we can get started here with Zion. Will, you can go ahead.
What's up, Z? This is Will from The Athletic. Can you tell us just what you saw on that last play with Lonzo coming over and making the big stop, and just what do you think about his overall play in that fourth quarter?
Lonzo, excuse me. Lonzo really stepped up for us in the fourth quarter. He had some big shots for us, and for him to come over and do a great verticality defensive stop, man, that was big time. So we're glad we got him, and it's Lonzo. We believe in Lonzo to do stuff like that.
Zion, I think the very first play of the game, you might have brought the ball up, initiated the offense. It happened a couple of times tonight. I know, you're talking about your background, like, that's something new going back to your middle school, high school days. I mean, do you enjoy getting those opportunities when they come in the game? Like, do you like doing that?
Yeah, I love doing that because that's how I grew up playing the game, and from that spot, I feel like it's a little tougher to guard me, and I can play make from that spot a lot easier. I can see the court a lot better from there.
And is that just because, why is it easier to see the floor in those situations?
Because I'm on the move, and when I'm bringing it up, I take a quick snapshot of the court, so I know where all my teammates are and I know where they're gonna be.
I'll go ahead and ask Andrew's question for him. Do you have any feeling as far as the All-Star game and what the NBA is doing with that and how they're handling that whole thing? Just how do you feel about what the NBA is doing with the All-Star game?
How do I feel about the NBA and the All-Star game? Honestly, whether they have it or whether they don't, it's up to them. But, if they do have it, I believe the NBA will take all the necessary steps to have a safe, and comfortable All-Star game. So if they have it, I believe in them to do the right things.
We just talked to Lonzo, and he said that the trust defensively he feels like has been there the past couple of games. Are you seeing that on that end?
Yeah, I have seen improvement on our trust because we came together as a team, and we watched a lot of film with the coaches, and from the start of the season to a certain point, our trust kind of went down. But after watching film and seeing it together as a team, we came together and we just looked at each other like, we gotta trust each other. So it's really improved since then.
Hey, Zion, it's Andrew from ESPN. I know you did it at the rookie-sophomore game last year, but again tonight there's a dunk from you or an attempt from you and a bent rim comes out of it. When you guys come out of halftime and you're sitting there delayed because of them trying to fix the rim, what's kind of going through your mind seeing another rim has been damaged?
I didn't even notice it first until we're about to head out there and out of the timeout, and they're like, the rim's bent, we gotta wait. And honestly, my mindset is, I hope they don't take 30 minutes to an hour doing this. I hope it's a quick 5-10 minutes, and we back in action.
All right, thank you, Z. Appreciate your time.
No problem. You guys have a good night.